Hello everyone, this is Oxale speaking. In this beta I have decided to make a build which I could never work on a mesmer. I combined distorted signets, berserker build with total lockdown build. So signet of domination and pistol 5 and shield 5 should give me a lot of stuns and slows and will work because of Alacrity. So this is a control mesmer basically, second version of a very old build Dancing Delusion. Okay, so this was theory, now practice. This fight takes place against a tanky Herald, specialization of Revenant. As you can see, my build is all about control. Even the elite Gravity Well is used to control an opponent. Of course, I have burned continuous shift to be able to cast Gravity Well twice. As you can see, even with as berserker as I could have gone on a better character, the opponent is a tanky fellow, so the opening gambit didn't really work. Neither did the pistol 5 because of enemy stability. The build I'm using is not a distance build, it is a close combat one, a brawler. After the changes, Scepter is not a horrible power option, but as Illusions is not traded, it doesn't deal a lot of damage. Most of my damage is shatters, and well, other people. The core reason why this build works and didn't work on a mesmer is two things. One is Alacrity. Alacrity influences Signet of Domination, Signet of Ether and Pistol 5 cooldowns. Second reason is the shield, not focus. Shield has 2 blocks. If I use Signet of Ether after the 2 blocks, I've got 2 more blocks on shield. It is a very powerful combination. Combined with Sword 2, it allows me to stay in a fight for quite a long time. So what keeps me alive if I'm using my heals offensively? The answer is Shatters from Inspiration line. So Signets give me invulnerability and drop conditions. Shatters heal me and drop conditions. Scepter 2 and Shield 4 give me blocks. I still have Distortion. This might not be tanky, but it is very sustainy. So this is able to go quite stealthless, move into enemies, bait all the high damage skills. As you can see, I'm still alive. When I'm running out of defenses, I can port back, activate this Signet and return into the fray with new blocks. Now, when I'm not focused, I should stun enemies with Signet of Domination and Pistol 5 to let my allies kill the opponents for me. Confounding Suggestion trait makes Pistol Daze also stun, and it prolongs all stuns, which gives Pistol 5 about 2.5 seconds stun, and Signet of Domination almost 4 seconds stun. Somehow it doesn't work for shield yet. Now, why do I use Gravity Well? Observe the running warrior. If I am able to put Gravity Well in proper location, the warrior will not be able to escape. Not only warrior, I can cut enemies' escape route. Okay, so this short clip shows the power of proper use of Gravity Well in party situations. 5 people have taken the hills, now we have lost the hills again. Enemies are trickling out. So it is a time to prepare a trap. I have managed to down a single engineer, and this is my trap location. Using continuous shift, I have placed a Gravity Well on him, stopping an opponent for rezzing him, and I have placed another Gravity Well on top of it after the first one ended. While enemies are located in the same position, the Elementalists put Lava Font and Meteor Shower on the location of Gravity Well. Net conclusion, 1 mesmer we didn't know about, and 3 other enemies dead. Okay, so this is a very fun fight. T is playing a Pistol Dagger Daredevil, and at this moment neither of us knows the limits of the classes. So, the initial Gravity Well approach didn't really work very well. We don't have any type of area of effect. I forgot she swapped into Pistol Dagger. Even if we had Surprise, we are the ones with less hit points and less cooldowns than the opponents. Enemies have a Necromancer, quite tanky one, a very tanky Guardian, and a Mesmer. So, we entered the brawl and we have focused the Mesmer first. Even if a Necromancer might be more dangerous, when there are 2 of us, Mesmer is simply too dangerous not to focus, especially with millions of stuns I have. With both of us mostly out of cooldowns and critically low on hit points, we have decided to simply portal away, return with Shadow Refuge, and assassinate a Mesmer, because everyone loves killing Mesmers. Now this is a major advantage of playing with your wife. I sit next to T. We have a voice chat. That's why I prefer Portal over Decoy in this fight. So last time I played with Pistol had 1200 range. So what does Irx do? Miss his stealth opening. Yippee! Not a reason to despair, it simply means the plan needs to be changed a bit. That is, no free lunch. So while we focus on a mesmer, enemies have decided to kill T first, not me, and she is someone hard to take down. This allowed me to do all the locky slowy stuff on a mesmer, and eventually I have managed to attrition him to Daunt. To be honest, seeing his damage and our damage on him, he doesn't seem to be a berserker mesmer. I haven't seen a tanky greatsword mesmer before though, so I don't know the build. Okay, so we can't stomp the mesmer. No hit points. And the Guardian tries to get the mesmer up. And this is the exact moment where Gravity Well was the best possible option. Note my hit points though. The Guardian's retaliation almost massacred me. So T has to disengage, I can't. The only thing I can do is shield 5 to slow them down and stop them from rezzing, but in the process retaliation kills me. She ordered me to move using skill 2, I do what she wants, and she shadow refuges me to get me up, while the mesmer bleeds out. So it's 2 versus 2, situation is much better. But camp is being taken. She sees it and tries to de-stealth instantly, but the Guardian put up the protection from projectiles, she cannot de-stealth, and the camp is flipped. This was an excellent fight, and our opponents have really managed to take advantage of the situation. So they take the camp and they take T's life, while I escape to plot the revenge. Okay, so what's the best form of revenge? First, kill your Doliacs, then kill you, and then offend your breakfast. So having done stage number 1, I proceed to run forward, putting portal behind. I can always hope one enemy will stay at the portal so I can split them. Alas, it didn't work this time, so I have to face Mesmer, Guardian and a single veteran guard. Now this is the curiosity of this build. I have lots of clones, mostly because I shatter phantasms, and well they return. Signets give me invulnerability. Note that even if there are 2 enemies attacking me, I am on very high hit points all the time. Also, between Signet of Domination and Pistol 5 I am able to control enemy Mesmer, and with Signet of Ether I was able to call another, the Duelist. Inspiration heal from shatters is simply amazing. If I only could connect it with Bone Stripping Shatter it would be simply awesome. First attempt to stomp to get down state 2 and bait the interrupt. Second attempt to stomp comes with Gravity Well. Between Distortion and Gravity Well I have secured the stomp. When the opponent Mesmer has been killed, I had to take down enemy Guardian. But here the fundamental weakness of my build is present. To put it simple, I don't have enough damage on my own. I have created a control Chronomancer, not a damage one. Any burst Mesmer in my place would be able to kill the Guardian, but I can't. Between all my defensive skills, the Guardian can't really kill me, but even with my sustain I need to play slightly more defensive, or retaliation and his damage will be able to stop me from making the final insult. So, he doesn't kill me, I do not kill him, and after a short while we part ways. Sadly, I'm not able to insult his breakfast. Okay, so there are 3 of you and you feel silly. What do? Of course, assault Northwest Tower. In this fight I'm using different utilities than in previous ones, which is both good and bad. Here, I need Nullfield to be able to pierce in because we've got a Guardian and a Mesmer again. So this helps with killing the guards and the opponents. Decoy is used to be able to escape from the pinch. The bad part is that when I use Nullfield instead of Signet of Domination, I don't have the second stun. I have 1 Condi clearing less, I've got 1 invulnerability less, and I've got 1 stun less. So my role is not as clear as it was before. I should switch to Shattered Concentration and change the Signet to Ether Feast. Then my role would be clear again. Or even swap Decoy to some well, as in Point Mesmer Fighter. Okay, so now if we had a more coordinated team, TeamSpeak and everything, we might be able to use Gravity Well and combine it with Ice Bow. Double Gravity Well combined with 2 Ice Bows should be able to rip apart most opponents, and it could be quite fun in small scale roaming. So here you see Signet of Domination would be a blessing. Enemy Mesmer had Mirror up, but Signet of Domination is not a projectile. Not sure if Nullfield was worth it, if I shouldn't simply take Signet of Domination and remain in the role of disabling squishies. Especially in current bursty meta, something like this Chronomancer I'm playing right now proves to be quite effective. It was 2 AM, so I didn't notice that there are 2 downed enemies over there, so I simply turned around and moved my merry way, letting the Guardian res 1 fallen opponent. Oh well, that's life. In the end this proved to be my undoing, because their trickling in combined with the amount of people they have managed to resurrect, and we got overwhelmed because of lack of coordination of our side. So what can I take from this video? 1. Mesmer is not a Chronomancer. This particular build I've got right now is impossible to emulate on a Mesmer. Sword of Hand doesn't match the shield, and it won't work because of no Alacrity. Sword of Hand is for damage, shield is for control. 2. It's better to create a build which has 1 focused role. My current build is control first, damage support second. When I swapped in Nullfield, it stopped being control first. If I can't interrupt enemies, what can I do? 3. I can make a power Chronomancer work. We got a nerf to base Alacrity and base Illusionary Reversion skills, traits, but it only pushed me towards more Alacrity trading and it was for good. And with 20 hours playing on a Chronomancer already, I feel quite, let's say I like it. Weaknesses of the build I'm using right now? Well, kiting, especially combined with burst, or tankiness combined with retaliation and stability. And mobility. Thanks for watching, Oxalis out.